Happy Thursday, Justice. How are you doing today?
Yo, I'm okay. It's been like a rough week. It's like depression times, so it is what it is. I'm gonna go skating today later though, so that should be nice. How about you? How are you doing?
If it doesn't rain?
Is that on the agenda again?
No, it's not, honestly.
All right.
But you need to be prepared. You need to be prepared for uh, the unexpected. I mean, it's 4 months of preparing for that. Like Jesus Christ.
I posted a meme. I posted a meme yesterday that said that I did not expect any of this dick show, and I stand by that. I did not expect any of
Wow,
this.
it's kind of crazy. I mean, honestly, I'm just really glad that somebody in the news is finally bringing out that the United States is run by reptiles, and there is alien DNA in a lot of us, and she's also going to help us be cured from COVID. It's pretty amazing, this doctor. So
I'm an alien.
aren't we all? So actually, on
No,
that note, there's some pretty crazy shit happening on Mars right now as well. So I fucking love science, or IF Science. It's on Instagram. Go and check it out. There's some pretty awesome things that are happening. But we're
green
gonna.
glow around Mars.
Pardon me?
Talking about the green glow.
No, I'm talking about a rover landing and actually science stuff happening.
Yeah, that's fair. I never know. I feel
And
like
no,
I feel
that's
like
fair because the Borg ship came out of the sun earlier this week, right? That big square thing came out of the sun. So we are extremely worried about the Borg and its attack on the Earth right now too.
I'm ready. Look. Humans have been in charge of this like sphere for way too long. You know what? I'm actually not even gonna call it a sphere.
I saw your post on a long.
It's actually long.
Yeah. I saw
like
that.
a sausage.
Yeah.
So, first of all, get your facts checked. Second of all, look. Like I said, humans have been running this shit show for too long. If the aliens are coming, if they're coming, fucking let them. I have just about as much control over the humans in charge as I would as the aliens, so I say
Yeah.
give them a chance.
Isn't that the same? Like, I mean, yeah, it's pretty nuts. So, it's Thursday, and we don't have a guest, so this is our kind of fuck the format, but it's not Friday. It's Thursday. And it is a long weekend coming up. So we have a guest tomorrow, and we aren't going to be here on Monday because we're all not going to be here. That's it.
The world's going to end sometime between now and Monday, and that's fine. I'm ready.
We have a couple more months.
Before we get to the end of the world, our favorite alien, Zelko, we stole some music from him this morning. So why don't we throw that up?
Yeah, and I can't mute our microphone, so if you hear the cat scrapping in the background, I apologize to everybody who is kind of enjoying the listen. But
I'll mute mine.
Okay, and then here we go with Zelko.
I saw your bright eyes over yonder. They helped me find my way back home. I went outside to smell the rain, and you were angry that I'm gone. They say goodbye and went for crying. Maybe someday you'll understand. Though you know I'm leaving, I will always be your man. We sang Moon River in the bathtub, creating perfect harmony. Our naked skin then touched together, You asked me to never leave. They say goodbye meant for crying. Maybe someday you'll understand. And even though you know I'm leaving, I will always be your man. They say goodbye meant for crying. Maybe someday you'll understand. And even though you know I'm leaving, I will always be a man. I will always be a man. I will always be your man.
Awesome.
Man, so
Thank you,
Zelko
Zelko.
actually hopped into the
I
room,
just
which
said-
makes sense considering it was his face on his own stream. So thank you so much, Zelko.
Actually, you know
for
what?
being such a good
Hey,
sport.
just pump out Zelko the link for the Zoom. Well, let's ask him how this new project is going right now. Let's get a little update if we can. He might be all
Yeah,
like,
I'll send him the link.
he might be worse for wear right now. May not want to be on, but
Well, that sucks for him.
it does. So it's Thursday. There's some big things kind of happening next month in our little world in our house. It's the Gold Recycle Box month. So they're they're checking out your recycling. We had to register to make sure that our recycle boxes were looked at and checked, and they give you a sort of report card and a grade on how well you're recycling. So if you are one of the people that just doesn't toss everything into the trash, you're able to register for this gold box, and they will then give you a gold box for recycling. So you get to be, all your neighbors are going to be jealous of you. So we start with our
That's the
gold
worst
box next week.
This is the worst thing I've ever heard. First of all, why would you ever sign up to be graded? What a nightmare. Second of all, great. Now the city's going to go through your trash and know about all your weird little secrets. And third of all, you just want a golden mailbox to rub in your neighbors' faces about how
Recycle
much
box,
better you
not
are
mailbox.
recycling?
And they aren't going through my garbage. They're going through my recycling. I don't put all personal stuff in the recycling. I mean, no, we don't put anything in there. Just it's the horrible amount of like canned bubbly that we probably drink and that sort of stuff. But that's going on. I'm keeping us up really current with honestly, it's just I'm trying to stay a little bit light because I was listening to some AM 800 this morning, and with Bischoff, the education, Ford is going to be on giving an announcement at 1 o'clock on how the education system is going to look for us in September. It's a pretty crazy thing. Literally, Taryn and I were talking about it on her way to work today, and just thinking about literally what we might do in September, what things are going to look like. I mean, obviously, they have been coming up, well, the Ontario government has been asking for sort of 3 different scenarios from the teachers unions, high schools, and even the elementary. I think they've kind of outlined that high school students will be going back, and ideally they will be wearing face masks when they can't socially distance, but right now it's pretty unclear as to whether they want to do that for elementary school. We're also keeping an eye on what's going on in British Columbia because they've already released a little bit of their information of how school is going to look in the fall, and it's pretty messed up because they're kind of talking about little groups and small cohorts that you're going to move through the school with. But we're already at a problem of class sizes, and let alone trying to break things into groups and cohorts, and then who's going to start handling a lot of that cleaning? Go ahead, Justice.
It's been a long time, I think, since you were in high school, right? But I remember being there a little more recently. And I don't know what the like. When's the last time the government went to a high school? But like, yeah, sure, kids. Just we'll give you assigned cliques, and then you guys have to hang out with each other. But we got to do it random, of course. Otherwise, that's not fair. I don't know what a nightmare. This sounds like a nightmare. I'm so glad I'm not a teenager anymore. And like, I genuinely don't know. And this maybe like this is sort of my own bias and judgment speaking, but like I kind of don't know how anybody in their right mind can feel okay like doing that to their children. But on that note, Zelko's here, so I'm gonna let him into the room, and let's catch up with our pal. Oh,
this is Roof. The Roof.
Good morning, kitchen cabinets.
I wonder what they're hiding. So yeah, that's sort of where a little bit of our discussion was today. Hey, and now he's just got to hook up the audio. Yeah, looks more like an alien more. Well, there he goes. We got it. Now all you got to do is give us a checkity check. Oh, there's no volume, he says. Lucky we can read lips here. Oh.
All right, see you later, Zelko.
I guess the project was going on. He's busy. This
is sort of the joy of doing these live, and two, technology, is that like I don't even care if anybody sees sort of the seams or cracks at this point. Like, good, take a look. Here it is.
Yeah, I should toss on the other camera and just let them see how much this crazy setup looks sometimes, and how, it's a bunch of technology slammed together. We talked with our friend Ruben from the outskirts of LA in an unnamed forest somewhere, and he's been talking about trying to set up sort of a similar thing. There we go.
Hey.
So he can have a variety show, so that he can talk to people like this, and we've been kind of back and forth on some of the technology bits, which is kind of funny. So Zelko, how you doing this morning?
I actually just put my big PC, so my desk continues on just a little bit past where the camera can see, and I've set up now my big desktop in here, so I feel specifically so I could teach Reuven how to use the software required to do.
How you doing, sir?
I am doing wonderful. Justice, you got a haircut? Looks great.
I did. I super did. It actually, I slept on it yesterday, so it's not like the best, but it could be. It could be. Thank you for noticing.
You're very welcome. Syx, you also got a haircut. It also looks very nice.
Thank you very much. I've been trying to trim my beard. So just so you guys
trying to trim it?
Well, yeah, because you've got to wear a mask when you go to the store or the barbershop, and they can't really make you tilt back, so like your airways can't be open to theirs. And if you just saw how large my nostrils were there, I mean, I've got a lot of airflow. So you got to wear this mask, and they can't really do anything. So they can kind of trim up here for me, but like all down here has been me, and it was like down to there a little while ago, and I kind of had to start doing this trimming. And it's really hard to keep everything symmetrical. It's really, really, really difficult. So, it's working out. My wife would like me to go a little bit shorter, but we'll see. We'll see how hot this summer can get and see if it pushes me over the edge.
Yeah, for sure.
So we just played I Will Always Be Your Man. And
yeah, I literally woke up and I saw that you guys tagged me, and I'm like, what the fuck? I didn't think I was supposed to be on the show today, but
no.
I mean, here I am.
Yeah. Well, apparently you were meant to be on the show.
Popping up from an old video that I posted a while ago, and
yeah,
it's like, oh, cool.
And oddly enough, when we ripped back through that and wanted to play one, this is the one that I had actually commented on too. It was like, man, this is a really great. It's a great sound. It's a great. You talked to me about this kind of other project. So how that is, what's the name of that again? I'm sorry.
It's Humble John.
Humble John, not Honest John. Humble John.
Not Honest John. No, Humble John.
How is that going?
It's good. Actually, the only reason I'm awake right now is because I'm going to be heading to the studio around 10:30. So
nice.
Ooh, very nice.
Yeah, so I did a little more work yesterday. We just added one more song on the record, so it's going to be 9 songs instead of 8. And yeah, slowly but surely we're getting everything put together. It's sounding really nice. I'm just starting to put the live band together too, and yeah, it's getting to be really cool. I'm super, 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 super excited.
What studio are you going into for recording?
I'm doing Southbridge with Derek and Benz.
Nice. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
The elusive.
It's,
Say
well,
hi
yeah,
for us.
well,
We haven't
I
seen
mean,
him.
not only for the fact that we've been working together for almost 5 years, but it also helps that it's kind of a small little intimate environment, so it's kind of perfect for the type of music that I'm trying to put together right now.
Yeah.
Are you guys still recording at that spot where you were recording when the last time I saw you?
We record all the drums there.
Right.
So the drums are done in a warehouse, but I just go to his house, and he's got a small little room in the apartment that we do everything else in.
Right on.
Cool. Yeah, it's really cool. Sorry, just 1 second. I'm gonna grab my coffee.
Yeah, no worries.
So
now we can talk shit because he's not here.
We can. But he's also working on another side project, which I'm really interested in. But how I know he can kind of hear us, so I'm wondering how long from the recording end of things until a final product. How long do we have to wait?
So it's hard to say because it just depends on how much more we want to add to it. But right now we've got about 3 tracks done out of 9.
Like done to completion.
To completion, yeah.
Right.
So three of the songs. Actually, the one that you guys played this morning is one of the songs that's on the album, and that one's done. Actually, I guess we have 4 done to completion now that I think about it.
Nice.
So I'm hoping today. I'm going in for 11 o'clock, and I'm hoping to stay there until Derek tells me to get the fuck out of his house. And I'm just hoping to get as much done as possible today. I'm hoping we can get a majority of everything that besides the drums completed. I got Andrew Isles from Thick, also coming in. I think he's going to help us lay down some piano and some backup vocals and stuff as well. And we're gonna make this. Well, he's gonna be playing in the band too. He's gonna be the piano man. So we're everything's slowly coming together. Everything's slowly coming up.
Who's doing the drums for you?
What's that, sorry?
Who's gonna play drums for you?
Derek's gonna.
Derek is gonna play them. Awesome.
Yeah. So right now it's sort of looking. I'm trying not to get every single member of Thick into this band, but it's starting to sort of.
when you've got a group that solid and like a collection of that quality of musician, it can be hard not to want to draw from it. How can anyone blame you?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I've been playing and writing with my brothers for the last 5 years, so I mean, it's just sort of comfortable. I do have a different bass player though, so that's a bonus. Well, I can't even label them as what instruments I'm labeling them as because we're going to be doing a lot of bouncing around on stage. Yeah. So the idea with this project is everybody is multi-instrumentalist.
Okay.
And we're trying to aim for a 5-piece band. We're going to be doing like 5-piece harmonies and just bouncing around on the instruments all together. So like one song, Derek will be playing the drums, and then the next song he'll be playing the piano and stuff like that. Like,
yeah, it's great once you've assembled a team like that, and honestly, multi-instrument, multi-talented. Mm-hmm. I mean, and going from genre to genre, and that's the other thing that, you know, there's another side project that you have going, which is a little bit more kind of a doomy metal or sludgy. I believe. Yeah. And I'm excited to hear some of the stuff that's coming out of that. You know, I like the imagery that comes into my head when I start thinking about the Humble John stuff, and we've chatted about that kind of in private. Mm-hmm. So I'm excited to see these 9 songs kind of, you know, come all together and be put out there, and, you know, to honestly see what comes up in my brain or our collective brains, because I'd really like to be producing some of the imagery that's going to come from that. And if if you don't do it with me, then I'm just going to do it by myself.
Well, one of these days, maybe I'll stop by. We can have a cup of coffee, and I'll show you some of the songs that are completed.
That would be good.
Because I definitely want to get you involved in this project as well, hands down.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Ever since shooting that music video,
did you say
it's just
pants
so
down
easy to
or
work
hands
with you.
down?
What's that, sorry?
I said, did you say pants down or hands down? You want me working on
Hands
this project,
down.
hands
Both.
down.
Both.
That's good.
Both, yeah. If I'm working with you, I know my pants are coming off.
Oh,
so
I totally forgot that I did the nude photos of Thick.
I have like on the very front of my desk, I have that poster.
of all the naked in the fur coats.
Oh yeah, it's phenomenal.
Oh my god.
That's right.
That's so funny.
That was a good photo shoot. Well, you know what? I'm going to ask Justice if there's anything else that we want to chat with you about, and then I think we can let you go. We can let you go and get ready to, get your move on this, and then we can finish off our little chatter.
That sounds good to me. Thanks for having me.
Questions. I just want to tell you, Zelko, that I super duper love that shirt. Can we get a
the shirt right here?
Oh, we got to get a full screen.
Where did you get that?
I got this at Blue Notes.
Solid.
I got it at Blue Notes. I think this shirt is probably about 4 years old.
See, like I've come to the realization recently that like as I'm entering my mid-20s and sort of growing older, that like the sort of 2010s, the early 2010s, sort of like 2010 to 2015, that's probably
it's a great fashion year.
Yeah, it's peak fashion. I'll never grow past that. That's it. I'm stuck there. My music, my fashion, my aesthetic sense, yeah, all very.
Well, I'll tell you what. If you want to borrow it sometime, I'll let you borrow it.
More than anything in the world, I might want to borrow that. Thank you.
Shirt off his back. The shirt off his back. That's what he'll give you.
That's great.
All right, Zelko. Yeah. Thank you so very much for hopping in and entertaining our manic.
Thank you honestly, you guys can have me anytime you want. I always enjoy coming on the show with you guys.
Well, thank you.
Beautiful. All right, my friend. Have a wonderful.
All right,
Talk to you later.
Oh my God, that was awesome. See, it's so good.
So funny.
Just kind of reach out, and yesterday we were talking about this with David Creed. You reach out to friends, and we've done this secretly in the background on the days that we didn't have guests, and literally thought, hey, like, let's just kind of see who's available. And it takes either the right timing or the right kind of person to want to just hop on and be spontaneous. But thank you to Zelko. I mean, that's awesome. And again, check out. I think that song we saw during the Andrew McLeod kind of open mic night that was going on Tuesday night. Zelko was part of that, so I was watching a lot of that, and that's where that song had first kind of hit me, and I was like, man, that was really good. So yeah. So what else do you have going on?
Oh man, when we did the live stream here, right, for his he did that kind of like preview of the album.
Yep.
And like I was sitting basically like the reflection of where I'm sitting now, just sobbing, unable to like even function, because like sitting here in that room, sort of listening to him pour his heart out like that, it was shit, son.
It was. So Taryn and I have had some house parties. I mean, in the past here. Obviously, can't do anything right now. And if anybody's seen some of the Breakfast with the Bands, the early ones, there's a very large room in our place. There's actually 2 really nice large add-on rooms that were built, and we've had musicians play at some of these parties. And I think honestly, the next party that we have, the first one that we can open up and have, our house can't fit like hundreds of people, which is great. So when we can finally feel all healthy enough to be in a room together, we'd love to have Zelko out and be playing live at one of these things. I mean, now given all this technology too, the thinking of being able to live stream these things out, so that the people that aren't even here are able to see these musicians play. I think, house parties might be a little bit more interesting. Yeah.
Well, I hear you. I've actually been thinking about the same thing. Basically, since my neighbor yelled at me, I have been obsessed with finding out exactly what the noise ordinance bylaws are around here, because my idea is to start throwing like suburban nightmare backyard parties, because fuck it. If I'm going to hate it here, I'm going to hate it here with passion. Did you see, Syx? Did you see my post yesterday? Holy shit. I open my property taxes like an adult trying to get my shit together, and what comes out but a goddamn advertisement for a golf course? This place is a nightmare. Golf and lawns. No. I don't want that.
I'm just gonna let you stew in it. It's a tough place to
No,
be.
it's a nightmare.
Yeah.
What do you mean? What do you mean?
You'll
You're
live.
gonna advertise to
What
me?
what does not kill you makes you grow stronger. And
I refuse. Golf courses are like they're the problem with the planet. Nothing else, just golf courses.
adamant. Way to go. So after this, you're going golfing?
No,
You're gonna putt-putt?
no.
No. I mean, there's some socially
No,
distancing that can be
golfing
happening there.
actually was in Windsor, and teenagers were like throwing the golf balls off of the like little decorations that they have, which was hilarious if you're 16, sort of frightening if you're 26.
Age-appropriate games. Maybe you're just not old enough to be playing golf.
Cool.
To be playing golf yet.
No. You won't catch me dead. You won't catch me dead on a golf course. I won't do it. Why? Standing is not a sport.
Well, there's walking and swinging. But let's get
me.
off sports, Let's get off of that. So what else is going on? Anything besides you not playing golf and hating getting advertisements for it?
World of Warcraft's going well. That's fun. Having a great time with that.
The what?
Yeah, it's like I really like the fact that you can get little pets. So I've basically decided that my whole game is just going around trying to get like all the rare.
Which game? You glitched out there again. So which game are you?
World of Warcraft.
World of Warcraft. All right. Well, isn't there? I mean, my Hannah's all excited because there's a new release for Animal Crossing or an update happening,
There is.
or it happened today at
the
6 a.m. or
summer
something.
Update
Yeah.
is coming up. I actually haven't touched my Animal Crossing in like a week, and the longer that I wait, the more scared I am to go back. So my animals are gonna get mad at me. They're gonna be like, "Where have you been? Why don't you like me?" And I'll be like, "I don't. It's not you, man. It's me." And
That sounds like a total excuse, right? Like, it's not you, it's just me. But yeah, don't your weeds grow in that game? Don't you have to tend to your lawn? I mean, you're leaving your whole digital house and your whole digital property looking like shit. Maybe they should charge you property taxes in Animal Crossing as well. Do you get charged taxes for your land and your property?
No.
Do they ticket you for bylaws like having long grass, or are there noise ordinance that you have to worry about in Animal Crossing?
Just your 5-star rating, and if you have too many weeds, you will lose 5-star rating. And
There's probably, like, honestly right now a little bit more precedent for this whole thing of noise, because it's apparently a very large issue in one of our wards here. So one of our counselors is really making sure that new bylaw is enforced about loud music at any time, loud motor vehicles, and then you double that or kind of sandwich that on top of the fact that the other lakeshore property that just hung that doll in the tree, they basically just got slammed with a whole lot of citations, tickets, and some of it includes the neighbor losing their enjoyment of property, like their enjoyment of where they live. So this is something that's a pretty loose thing as well. But if things are going on like this in the news, I would suggest
like to argue that I have no enjoyment of my property. How do I blame that on my neighbors?
You can't. You just have to.
I don't get it. What does that even mean? What does it mean that your one neighbor can complain that another neighbor is reducing their enjoyment of their property? That seems arbitrary and silly.
How are they affecting your enjoyment?
Yelling at me.
Why would they?
Don't even acknowledge my existence. Get away. Get as far away from me as you humanly possibly can. Who are you?
So if any of our viewers have any houses that are available out in the county, somewhere in the middle of a midst or a growth of trees, maybe in the middle of a farm, Justice is looking for property.
One day. We'll see how this goes. But like, I can't even pretend. I can't even pretend to be that bad about it because I'm just being silly.
Oh, I know. I don't have a little button for silly. I don't have any sound effects.
Oh man! So
sad.
this week, for those in our audience who do not know, is Clown Week, and I really, really wanted to, and I don't know why I didn't do every interview this week in full clown makeup. I'm gonna be silly. I want to lean all the way in, you know.
Yeah, you froze. You darn video. We can still hear you with audio though. Let's just see if
I'll switch cameras.
The amazing switching of cameras. There you go. All right. So, we've wasted about 30 minutes of our lives and our viewers' lives. Actually, we all learned something because of Dan. And it was really nice that Zelko hopped on. So,
Very sweet. Thanks again, Zelko.
yes,
Thanks,
thank
Dan.
you again. And honestly, he's tagged out in at least my share. We'll make sure that we try and tag him out in our comments, if not the description of this. So you can go and check it out, and you can see more of his stuff because he is doing, a few little live sneak peeks of things that are coming up. And if you're a Tegan and Sarah fan, he did a cover of Tegan and Sarah just a couple days ago. So there you go. That's some foods for thought.
Great. Thanks. Thanks for hanging out.
Yeah. We try and do the daily positivity thing. So today I'm gonna make spaghetti. I'm making spaghetti tonight. I don't know why I'm cooking indoors, but I'm going to make a spaghetti sauce, and I'm pretty excited about that because I enjoy cooking. Maybe I'll take my shirt off and I'll send some messages to David Creed and challenge him to a little bit of pasta. We'll see.
Right on. Yeah, that sounds super great.
And you're going skating, so...
We'll see. I just got a message from my friend who was supposed to go skating with me, and turns out she sprained her ankle. So maybe I'll take this as an excuse to further, hermitize myself and get really, really into video games and sad TV shows. We'll see.
All right. Well, I'll maybe see you on Animal Crossing with my daughters today.
We'll see.
All right. For all our viewers, we're back tomorrow. Don't forget Clown Week.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Bye.